Welcome back to another video. And today I got some great news for you. First off, I'm back on the second channel here, and I got a nice double unboxing for you. We're gonna be unboxing both the Basic Series 147 Katana Champs and the Elite 108 Chelsea Green. So now I just went to my local Walmart earlier today, which is Saturday, July, God, I forget what numerical day it is. Actually, I think I have my calendar. It is the 8th. No, the 6th. Never mind, it's the 6th. Yeah, I went to my local Walmart and I went to the regular figure section and I saw Katana, and they had a couple new. Most of it was old figures. They had the new basic set that Katana's in. There was like 4 of her, a bunch of Seth, a bunch of Ted DiBiase, and a bunch of, who else is in this set? A bunch of AJ Styles. And then a couple of Ultimate Mankind's, and that was all that was really new in the regular section. I walk around the corner and they have the display out. And I look at the display and they have the SummerSlam Elites, they have all of 108. They had Chelsea, they had Omos, they had Terry Gordy, they had LA Knight, they had I feel like I got everyone in that set. Oh, Bronson Reed. Yeah, Bronson Reed and Brock Lesnar. Okay. And then Bronson's the one figure they didn't have a lot of. There's only like 2 of him. But there's a ton of LA Knight and a ton of Brock. There's a couple Chelseas, like 5 Chelseas. So as soon as 108 was going to be hitting in my area, which I knew was coming because everyone else has been finding the displays, and Basic 147, I was like, you know what? I gotta get Chelsea out of 108 right away. After I get her, whenever I get money again, I'm gonna try and get LA Knight. But outside of him and Chelsea, maybe almost, but that's kind of a reach. And then for Basic 147, the only figure I really care for from that set is Katana. Maybe Ted DiBiase if he ever goes, if there's like, I guess if I needed to, actually it has a good head skin, so I might give the Ted DiBiase just because why not. Seth I don't need, and AJ Styles, I have plenty of AJ Styles. So I'm good on him. So for basics, I'm kind of just waiting for 148. But let's get into these figures. Enough jibber jabbering. Let's start with Katana. Start easy with the easier packaging. So I'm going to set Chelsea aside. I'm going to get into Katana. So there's the front of the packaging. It's not like an Elite, it's just the front and back. So Katana is classified as a high flyer. And it's her first time in the line. So I have been very excited for Katana to get a figure. Okay, and Caden Carter's the next set, so I'll have finally a tag team with finally a tag team in figure form with similar attires, or at least in color scheme anyway. So alright, I'm gonna post Katana for a second before I put her on screen. Just loosen her joints up a little bit, makes her easier to film. I always do that with pretty much any figure I put on the screen. So see you later packaging. Alright, now we're gonna get into Katana. So let me adjust the camera because she's kind of short. So with this Katana, you know, not the perfect head skin. I feel like they could have given her a little more eye makeup, but she looks good. Looks like Katana from certain angles. I'm not going to try and remove the head. I know it's removable. All the basic sets are removable, but I don't want to remove it. So, yeah. So she comes with mic holding hand. Well, not comes with, but mic holding hand is on each hand. And obviously you get single jointed arms here. So, kind of pain in the ass to pose around. No ab crunch, obviously. It's a basic. You do get more posability in the knees since they've done the new articulation. So, nice posability in the knees. Nice detail on the top here, like silver and stuff. But the one thing I have a gripe with is, like, if you look at the front of the packaging, like, her attire has these, like, string things, like, part of her top, and they don't really have that run out here on the basic, so, obviously it's a basic. I don't expect much out of Mattel, because they never put effort into their basics, but, yeah. Side here, a nice string detail, I like that. Nice knee pads. These are not the worst knee pads in the world. Boot wise, obviously you get boot rotation, 360, not going to be any possibility with the boots because it's basic, but you know, solid basic. So I'll give it a score at the end of the video because we're gonna move on to Chelsea, which I like Katana, but this is really the figure I've been waiting for. Is Chelsea. So we're gonna look at the front of the packaging together, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna admire the side of the packaging. Chelsea green, Elite 108. Personally, I love Tiffany Stratton, but I was kind of wanting Chelsea to win Money in the Bank, but it is what it is. So, I'm going to move the camera a little bit. So, Chelsea Green from Victoria, BC, Canada, 5'7", finisher, I'm prettier. If anyone tries to make a hot mess of her path to championship glory, Chelsea Green is ready to speak with the manager. Then, career highlights, women's tag team champion. Rest of the set, Brock Lesnar, LA Knight, Bronson Reed, Almost Chelsea, and Terry Gordy, aka the Executioner. Alright, so I'm gonna get straight into the figure. Enough dilly-dallying. Alright, so I'm very excited because this Chelsea's not first time in the line figure, because she did have a basic with Mattel before, when she was originally in WWE. But this is her first Elite, so, and her first figure under her new character, like her kind of Karen character. She's kind of a Karen these days. I do have mixed feelings on the head sculpt, so I'm gonna get into that because I don't know how to feel about it yet. I have heard some rave things about it online, and I think so far I don't agree, but I gotta get a closer look at it. When I first saw it out of the packaging, I'll be honest, it didn't. I was like, who the hell is that? But hey, I gotta get a closer look before you super judge it. So, accessory wise, I'm trying to get her hat on her so it doesn't fall over her face. So Chelsea, I'm gonna set her in the background, I guess, so she's out of my way, so I can show you her accessories. So she comes with these pointy finger hands, which not that I'm gonna ever use. She comes with a nice hat that has CG on it for Chelsea Green. And it comes with this really cool, dress accessory. So I'm going to set Chelsea in the background because I want you guys to see this cool dress accessory she comes with. So, there's Velcro here, but this entire thing is fabric. So, kind of attaches to her when you wrap it around her waist. It looks really good. So, nice material, Mattel. Good job. I like that. So, Mattel did something right for once. I will say, so looking at this head sculpt, now I'll be honest, I'm like, who the hell is that? I'm looking at it from certain angles, I don't see Chelsea. From certain angles, I do see Chelsea, other angles, I don't see her. I'll be honest, I look straight at her face, kind of looks like Carmella, to be honest. If you really stare into that face, that kind of looks like Carmella to me. This looks more like Carmella than Chelsea with the head sculpt anyways. The gear is reflective of Chelsea, but head skin and not so much. So, going down to the attire, nice detail on the top here. You got like blue and black detail, some nice silver lining. You actually get some sculpt here in the middle of the top, so that's cool. She has like the half top compared to like Katana, who has top on both sides. So that's something Chelsea does. Back of the top, you got some more like nice mesh detail. Some nice different black and silver coloring. So she has a sleeve here. On her side, she has a half sleeve. Moving down, not really a full ab crunch, because obviously the women's figures never get full ab crunches. Even the men's figures get limited ab crunches, but more articulation than the Katana, obviously. I mean, to be fair, Katana's a basic, but that's not my point. So, moving down to shorts, which are pretty basic, little silver mesh details here. Moving down, you get some solid posability in the knees. So no knee pads, so you can, no, she's actually really posable. I like that. So look at this, she can almost pretty much do the whole splits, which you want that in the figure. So that looks good. She has like these socks that are visible. The boots are pretty good posability wise. I feel like they made the boots a little too big, but that's neither here nor there. I I'm really trying to see Chelsea in this head skin, and I genuinely only see her from certain angles. But, alright, so we're done posing Chelsea around, we're done posing Katana around. I'm going to give them each a score. Oh, I guess I'll put them both on screen. Still both pretty solid figures, but there's definitely flaws with them, I'll be honest. Mattel hasn't put out a perfect women's figure, honestly, in so long. Actually, I don't know if they've ever put out a perfect women's figure. On my original channel, I think my favorite women's figure probably would be the Elite 1 or Elite 99's Zelina Vega, or Queen Zelina, figure-wise. But anyways, I guess let's start with Chelsea. So, that being said, Bewley went away. Chelsea Green gets an overall score of a 8 out of 10. This is a pretty solid figure. I love the attire details, and the accessories are pretty good, especially this fabric mesh dress, which actually moves around really well, which I like. The only real problem I have with the figure is two things. One, I think the boots are a little too big. And two, I do have problems with the head skin. I only see Chelsea from angles. Like, if you look straight at her face, I don't see Chelsea, but it's neither here nor there. So Chelsea gets an 8 out of 10. Still a solid figure. I still recommend it for a pickup, especially if you don't have a Chelsea figure. Although, I do recommend the Chase over the regular. I don't have the Chase, but I do like the attire of the Chase better. I just couldn't find the Chase, and I needed a Chelsea, so I just got the regular version. So, that is something to know. Katana, I like this figure. So, with that being said, Katana gets a 8.5 out of 10. Compared to Chelsea, I was hating on the Katana. I posted her around a little more. I will say, there's some missing details on the attire, but I think the head skin on this is better than the Chelsea head skin, and that carries this a little more. So yeah, this is an 8.5 out of 10. Really solid basic. If you just need more women's figures, and you want more women's basics, I'd get Katana. Especially if you're trying to get her and Kaden, get Katana, and then get Kaden Carter when she hits, either in stores or if you want to get her online. But anyways, that's it for today's video, y'all. It's been a while since I've uploaded, but this is the latest video. As always, guys, go Pack Go. Deuces.